The silence in the Galactic Council chambers was deafening. For the first time in 3 centuries, the human delegation's seats sat empty, their polished surfaces reflecting the nervous fidgeting of alien diplomats who had grown accustomed to humanity's steady presence. Ambassador Zethkar of the Vorthak Empire shifted his crystalline appendages, the sound like wind chimes in a storm. Perhaps, he ventured, his translator rendering his words in the standard galactic tongue, this is merely a diplomatic tantrum. Humans are known for their emotional responses. High Counselor Yilara, her tentacles coiled tight with anxiety, shook her bulbous head. "You fool! You have no idea what we've just lost!" The withdrawal had been swift and absolute. 3 days prior, Ambassador Sarah Chen had delivered humanity's final statement to the Council. The Terran Alliance hereby withdraws from all Galactic Council proceedings, treaties, and agreements. We wish you well in your future endeavors. No explanation, no negotiation, just gone. It had started with the Kepler incident. The mining rights dispute over the resource-rich system had escalated when the Council voted 847-1 to strip humanity of their territorial claims, citing aggressive expansion patterns and resource-hoarding tendencies. Only the humans had voted against the measure. "They're just one species among thousands," Senator Quillix of the Trade Federation had argued then. What harm could their absence possibly cause? Now, 2 weeks after humanity's withdrawal, the first cracks were showing. The hegemony's military advisor, General Krex, stood before the emergency assembly, his proud bearing diminished. Our fleets, they cannot maintain operational effectiveness without human tactical support. Their strategic algorithms, their predictive models, we've become dependent on them without realizing it. Murmurs rippled through the chamber. The hegemony commanded the largest military force in known space. If they were struggling, it's not just military support, interjected Trade Director Velos, her bioluminescent patches flickering with distress. 73% of our advanced medical technologies were developed through human innovation or collaboration. Our longevity treatments, neural enhancement procedures, even our basic life support systems on colony worlds, all enhanced by human ingenuity. High Counselor Yilara activated the central holographic display. Data streams cascaded through the air, painting a picture of galactic civilization that made even the most xenophobic delegates uncomfortable. Food production efficiency, down 37% without human agricultural techniques. Industrial output, declining rapidly as their automation protocols go offline. Deep space exploration, virtually halted. Their risk assessment models kept 90% of our scouts alive in uncharted territories. Ambassador Zethkar's crystalline form dulled. Surely this is temporary. We can adapt, innovate. In how much time? Yalara's voice cracked like a whip. Their withdrawal protocols were apparently prepared for cycles. Every system, every process, every innovation they contributed, they've taken it all back. Patents revoked, licenses terminated, collaborative research ended immediately. The display shifted to show the Outer Rim colonies. Red warning indicators bloomed like an infection across the star map. 17 frontier worlds have already declared independence, claiming they cannot survive without human trade routes and defense pacts. The Andromedans are mobilizing their fleets, sensing weakness. The Hive Collective has begun probing our outer defenses. Representative Skelton of the Academic Coalition raised a trembling appendage. What did we not understand? About them? How did one species become so integral? Yalara's tentacles coiled and uncoiled in a display of deep thought. They were never the strongest, fastest, or most intelligent species individually, but they had something else, an ability to adapt, to innovate under pressure, to find solutions where others saw only problems. They never conquered us with force. They made themselves indispensable through competence. The chamber fell silent as the implications sank in. More troubling, Yalara continued, is what our intelligence networks are reporting about human space. They haven't simply withdrawn, they've been preparing. New technologies, new alliances with species we've never contacted, resource stockpiles that suggest they expected this conflict. General Krex's mandibles clicked nervously. Our analysts believe they've been planning this withdrawal for decades, perhaps longer. Planning? Zethkar's form brightened with indignation. They manipulated us into dependence. No, Yalara corrected softly. They offered assistance, and we accepted it gratefully, until we decided we didn't need them anymore. The manipulation was entirely our own. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. In their arrogance, they had voted to diminish humanity's influence, only to discover that humanity had become the invisible backbone holding galactic civilization together. "What do we do?" asked Senator Quillix. His earlier confidence evaporated. Before anyone could answer, an aide rushed into the chamber, her breathing apparatus working overtime. "High Counselor! Priority transmission from the human homeworld!" The main display flickered to life, revealing a face that sent shivers through every delegate present. Admiral Sarah Chen, no longer dressed in diplomatic robes, but in the stark military uniform of the Terran Defense Force. "Esteemed Council," her voice carried across the chamber with calm authority. "We've received multiple requests for renewed diplomatic contact. We appreciate your interest in re-establishing relations." Hope flickered in alien hearts. "However," Chen continued, "any future agreements will be negotiated under new terms. Humanity no longer seeks membership in your council. We offer partnership as equals. Take time to consider what that means." The transmission ended. In the ensuing silence, High Counselor Yalara realized the truth that would haunt galactic politics for generations to come. They hadn't lost a member species that could be replaced. They had lost their teachers, their innovators, their protectors, and humanity had simply reminded the galaxy what it was like to stand alone in the dark. The age of human integration was over. The age of human independence had begun, and somewhere in the depths of space, humanity was building something new.